I'm getting ready to go on one of my longer trips of the summer, and I thought what I'd do is kind of go through my pack and what I got in it. And this is a little bit for me just to make sure I've got everything as I'm going through my checklist here. But I also was hoping for some feedback. So if you look at what I've got laid out here in a minute and you think, oh boy, you really could use this, I'd be happy to take the suggestion. So um, the trip that I've got coming up is a round trip. It's going to be around 12 miles. Um, be 3 nights, 4 days. So that's kind of the parameters of what I've got packed in here. And basically, I'm just going to kind of walk through it and show you what I'm bringing. Okay, so I got it all emptied out. The only thing that's left on there is a paracord Survive bracelet, and that'll be on my wrist most of the time anyway. And that's kind of one of those ones that has a little bit of everything in it. So other than that, we're going to kind of go over the pile of stuff out here on the start. Okay, we'll start on the side. The first thing is this vest. It's an everyday carry vest by Primal Outdoors. I'll go into a little bit more of that on this trip because Jason, the guy that made it's actually going with me, which will be pretty cool. But basically what I've done here, all this stuff down below it is what I've taken out of it, which will be on me. My 9mm fishing license, there's a little bit of fire making stuff, a couple hundred calories worth of food, my water filter. So that way if my whole bag gets washed away or stolen by a Yeti or something, at least that should be enough to get me back to the truck. So that's the first thing. Then the next thing is that same system has a kind of a smaller bag that goes with it. I'm going to use it to get my camera gear in, but then for while I'm up there, any kind of day trips we take, it'll get loaded up for the day. But so going in, that'll have all my camera gear, which obviously is not essential besides if you want to shoot videos. So that's kind of what I bring in for video equipment. The only thing I did realize is, as I was doing this, which is good, that I don't have my case for my GoPro, so that'll have to get added. A couple tripods. Also on the side is my fishing stuff, which is just basically a telescoping pole and a simple reel, and a little box of lure. So nothing too special there, but hopefully enough to catch a fish. For my sleep setup, I'm bringing in, it's just a supposedly two-man, like Boy Scout style tent. This is a little bit of a wild card. This is one that I inherited from my grandfather that is probably 30, 40 years old, and I think has only been used once. So we'll see how that goes. The tarp that's underneath all this, there's a similar one to it that's rolled up with it, just so hopefully it won't wick through on the ground because it doesn't have a tarp bottom. But other than that, sleeping mat, fleece sleeping bag. I've got an extra blanket rolled up in there, and then basically just my clothes. And I'm taking very minimal, just an extra sweatshirt, socks, underwear, a couple of t-shirts. For cooking and food preparation and stuff, this little kit comes with a couple pots, actually, the stove, and fuel fits right inside it. I'm bringing an additional pan, can opener, a little bit of cordage, that's just kind of in general if I need something around camp, hatchet. I bring in the little fuel stove too. I don't think I'll probably need it, but I figure it weighs nothing and it's got a spot by pack, so it's come along too. And then that baggie next to it would be the fuel for that and some soap, which I've got a little scrub pad just to clean up the dishes and hopefully keep everything good and sanitary. So this far side of the tarp is just this is basically, just some hygiene stuff, toilet paper, medical kit, bug spray. Bugs might be really terrible just because we've had no winter here this winter. But past that, we got just my food that I'm planning on bringing in. I'm going to plan on doing a couple different trail meal type ideas that I've kind of come up with. Hopefully they work so I don't starve to death. But a couple luxury items, bringing in a little bit of whiskey, some vodka just in case, I get thirsty. And I'm going to go ahead and bring my speaker lantern. I could probably just bring a flashlight, but I kind of want to try it out in the field. So that's coming along too. And, like I said, all the rest of the stuff, it'll be packed up. Everything I have is kind of in pods, different bags. So that way when I get somewhere on the trail, hopefully I'm not having, if I need to get something, making a yard sale that looks like this, I can just reach in, grab one bag, pull out whatever item I need, and then just be able to get either going or at whatever I need. So take anybody's opinion on things that look like I'm forgetting. There's a couple things just like I figured out with not having my GoPro, the case. Obviously there's not a water bottle here. The one I use is in my truck because I use it every day, but that will be coming along. and hopefully I've got everything I need. But like I said, if there's something that's missing or something you just think shouldn't be brought along, feel free to mention it. And then coming up real shortly, you should have some footage from this trip coming up. Pretty excited about it. Should be a lot of fun. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.